Well, good morning, everybody. This is Randy Weckerly, and I'm the CEO of Global Eco Traveling. And we are really, really thrilled and honored to have everybody join us here today to talk about our new travel dynamic, our certification, and where we play golf eco style. So upcoming here in a few minutes, we're going to have Art Strickland, who is up in Minnesota, looking at some new courses, getting ready to go to Dallas, where he lives tomorrow, for a Live Golf press conference. But he's just a true jewel, and he is our he's just a great guy. He's our reporter on the world of golf, and we've been together now for about 12 years. Art is president of the Texas Golf Writers Association and just full of a lot of information. But right now, we just wanted to introduce Global Eco Traveling. After 12 years of in the making and traveling around the world, talking and working and learning, we are extremely happy to be launching our Global Eco Travel destination videos. We have a lot of them still in the can, and historically a lot more coming from around the world. If you look at liveecostyle.com, we did about 45 interviews with eco-minded destinations stretching anywhere from Argentina to France, Mexico, Canada, and certainly several in the United States. And these are companies like Polar Travel that has trips and some beautiful cruise ships that can go to Antarctica. They're just getting back from Greenland right now, just to name one. We have Tara Short with Green Adventures, who takes groups almost every week around the world, from Iceland, her favorite place, to the Himalayas, to swimming with sharks, riding bikes across Iowa, to Peruvian pathways where she loves to travel. So Global Eco Traveling is going to be a weekly series where we sit and we take a look at destinations that we want to go to, want to experience, and want you to enjoy. We have also created the Global Eco Traveling's Eco Certification that is supported by our media. Now, what that means is today we found out through research over the last decade, and today that number has grown, but 90% of the travel consumers today look at their destinations from a sustainable experience. And that's the kind of thing that they're looking for. There's just tons of it. All you have to do is just Google it, and you'll find out that sustainable travel is everywhere. In addition to that, corporate travelers, 77% are demanding that the destinations that they go to are sustainable and eco-minded. So with that being said, what does that really mean? Well, what it means is we had to help define, and if we're going to sit and talk about places on our shows, at least for us, we had to have a certification that we send out to destinations that they can go through and check off what they do, that is measured by the 6 basic conforming areas that are agreed to around the world in terms of what it means to be eco-certified. So we created our own eco certification. We send that out to destinations, and then if we feel that it's a valid place to go, we'll help promote them on our excitedmindsmediatv.com. So it's really pretty cool, and we're really happy to have it. But right now, this week, let's talk to Art Strickland, coming up next on Where We Play Golf Eco Style. This computer. Well, good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning here in Southeast Wisconsin, and this is Where We Play Golf Eco Style, coming to you for our 12th anniversary actually today. And who better to celebrate it with than Art Strickland, coming to us from floating around the great state of Minnesota. Is that right, Art?
Reagan's Resort, Brainerd, Minnesota. Great place. You need to check it out, my man. Not that far from where you are. Get in the car and come on up.
What took you to Minnesota?
Well, Cragen's is one of the oldest family-run resorts in Minnesota. They have 2 outstanding Tom Wayman courses. Tom Wayman, Minnesota native, so he did both of their courses here, and adding 9 more that will be ready to go in May. And it's also the home site of the PGA Americas golf tournament. And so that's next week. And so players will be here from all over the country, all over the world, and tee it up and try to fill in some of my divots. But cool place, by about a mile of pristine shoreline on Lake Gull and then Lake Stevens, of course. And so good stuff all the way around. And like I said, if you like golf and you like cool temperatures, August and Cragen's not a bad place to hang out.
Yeah, well, speaking of that, the women have a little outing going on this week over in one of your member courses that you play frequently.
Over my right shoulder, yeah.
Yeah, the old course, you know. Why is there never any summer in Scotland? I mean, it seems like it's you turn on the TV and it's like you get to watch the Scottish Open for both the men and the women, and it seems like it's midwinter. What's going on with that?
That's the temperatures, a little cold over there, a little north, a little cold. I think someone once told me, I don't know, I'm not a geographic expert, but I think someone once told me St. Andrews is on the same latitude as the Arctic Circle. I think that's what I heard one time. So a little cold over there, but
I have to check that out. I think that's did somebody write a book called Legends and Lore? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, something like that. Don't book me on that. It could be fake news, as someone once said. But
well, I don't know. A lot going on this week. You got Castle Pines. You got the boys playing for a little pocket change coming up in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah. Women are at like I said, women are at St. Andrews, of course. PGA of Americas is here in Cragen, where the winning score, Randy, I know you want to know this. Winning score last year was 23 under par. I think I'd have to be here about, I don't know, half dozen, 100 times to get 23 under par total here. But
yeah,
that's what the winning score was last year. Because as they say on the PGA Tour, these guys are good.
Yeah, unbelievable. It is so this week the boys are playing the second to last the run up to the FedEx Cup next week.
Right.
And so out at Castle Pines starts 60 degrees in the morning, ends up being around 90 in the afternoon. They're at about 4,500 feet elevation. They got 8,100 yards ahead of them, and the balls stay in the air. They said Rory hit a drive yesterday that was in the air 9 to 10 seconds.
I believe it. Yeah, I believe it. The ferry was at the Broadmoor last week, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, well, you're getting around. That's why, like Art, president of the Texas Golf Writer Association, our where we are playing golf, eco style is taking off because it's about golf courses today. People don't realize that they have a lot of conservation practices in place to conserve water, herbicides, pesticides use. The amount of work that the agronomy today is focused on all golf courses is truly amazing. And it seems like every week, every course has a new grass, a new hybrid, a new low water, things are getting better all the time.
Conscience they used to be. Yeah, absolutely. And I did not realize, and good thing I can still read signs, but I did not realize that Cragen's was the very first course in Minnesota to get the Arbitron Audubon certification for ecology. And that's just very big, the fact that we're taking care of what we have, the Mother Earth,
Yeah, we sort of lost you there, Art. Sort of lost your signal. Are you still there? Are you still there? Hello, Art. Yeah, we got sort of a bad signal going on right now.
Fecal style, loud and proud. Where are you? I can hear you.
Yeah, okay. So we're back.
Can you hear me?
I think you're back. It just sort of
all right.
We had a flutter going on there.
I'm back. Back.
You got too much energy.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happened. But no, that's why we have eco style. It's a great idea and a great concept because that's what people are really looking for now with golf courses. How can we be ecologically conscious?
Yeah, if you go to our website on Live Eco Style, right in the front page, we have a little story that I put up there. But if you get into our eco certification, one of the first ones we did was Baraboo Country Club, and the young pro there, Cliff, did a very passionate about the eco-minded, the Audubon Society. They actually have a bluebird build out on their golf course, but he had on his course, they had all kinds of water management problems, which those don't go away, but they found a way to even make it better for the community. So we're going to be focused on that because today we found out through research that 90% of the travel consumer, they do research to go to places that are sustainable and eco-minded with practices already in place. And 77% of corporate travelers are seeking the same. So those are big statistics, and that's why we want to certify destinations. But getting back to destinations, the art of golf travel, Art, you got a few trips going around the world. I have one question to ask you though. You've played the old course, right?
Yes, sir. I have several times.
Okay, so the one shot they showed Nelly Corda hitting her drive over the hotel yesterday. Is that
Right.
really how
Over the
Art?
corner. Yeah.
Is that how you play that shot?
Yeah, you've got to hit it right over the corner. The fairway of the road hole, 17 par four, slopes left. The fairway goes left to right, and so you want to hit it right over the corner of the hotel, put you right in the center of the fairway. If you hit it left of the hotel, then you're going to be in the rough, at which I've been. So you want to hit right over the corner. Now, of course, I was with a guy 2 years ago, and he went too far right and clanged it right off the railing of one of the balconies there, and scared the guy up there to death. So, but yeah, that's what you want to do. Hit it right over There's a sign there, Randy, Old Course Hotel sign. The caddy will tell you hit it over the O of the sign for the Old Course Hotel.
Is it that hard a shot, Art, to do?
Well, it depends how good you are. If you stink like I do, it's very hard. But
Well,
good
I'm not.
players like you and Nelly Corda, you would have no problem doing it.
No, no, that's I'm only good for what I can remember anymore. At that,
Yeah.
those memory banks are a long time. But you got trips coming up. What's your next trip you have coming up in the art of golf travel?
Yeah, we've got a trip to Bandon Dunes actually in October. Uh, Certainly one of the most popular resorts. We actually had to book this trip, Randy, in February of 23. February of 23, we booked this trip. And
Wow.
we're going in October of 24. So, figure that out. But yeah, we're going to play, all the great courses there. We're going to play Pacific Dunes, Bandon Dunes. We're going to play Bandon Trails, and we're going to play the new Shorties Par 3. Shorties Par 3. So, it's going to be a great trip. We've got very tight, as you can imagine, but we've still got a couple spots left. Anybody wants to jump on is October 1 through 4, October 1 through 4. And
Wow.
we're going to Bandon Dunes, and this is a great trip. And then, for people that live in the Dallas area or North Texas or that area, we're doing a deal with the championship Omni PGA Frisco East Course, where they are going to play the PGA Championship, the Ryder Cup, the KPMG Women's Tournament will be there next year. And so we're doing that in September. So September at Omni PGA Frisco East Course, and then October 1 through 4 at Bandon Dunes. So there's a lot of great trips coming up, Randy.
Well, that's terrific. I heard about your friend Jordan, that youngster is going to get a little surgery, or maybe we're going to have it. What's going on with him now? You were great at predicting Tiger's comeback, even when Tiger was in the hospital. Never forget that.
Yeah.
I have that saved. We're going to play that as a memory coming up when everybody thought that was, but I remember Tiger was in the hospital right after his little bumpity bump in the car. And
Yeah, right.
you predicted that he'd be back at that, sooner than you could possibly imagine being at the Masters. So what's going on with Jordan? That's a wrist injury, and he's having surgery, I think, this week, isn't he?
Yeah, I talked to his dad. I talked to his dad this week, and he just said that something you got to get done, and it's a very odd injury because it's the wrist subluxed, and so he could pick up a piece of toast. He could grab a towel from the bathroom. He could pick up his son, and that will pull it out of joint, and it's in great pain to it. Automatic goes back. So somehow the mechanism to keep his joint in place is going wonky. So this surgery will be to stabilize his wrist so he can pick up his kid, pick up toast, pick up golf balls, and the wrist joint won't go out of place. And so that's really what it is. It's a stabilization surgery, Randy. And no hurry to come back. Obviously, doesn't need to. I can play more in the fall, and I can play in the President's Cup. He just wants
Oh, we lost you there, Art, just for a minute.
to come and go because and it was his greatest year ever. Finished second in 2 majors, and won the U.S. Open, won the Masters. Finished second in 2 others, and so great year. $52 million total prize money and sponsor commitments in 2015, and now 10 years later, he's coming off surgery. So that just shows you that golf is definitely a fleeting sport for almost everybody.
Yeah, it's sort of you could sort of see, looking back at the guys that went to live, it's proved out they were at the end of their, the tread on their tires was getting a little thin when they signed those contracts. But it was smart for them. But there was rumors this past week that Jon Rahm was having a feeling that maybe he had the wrong idea, or just basically putting out thought pellets that some things were adding up. I think possibly people took things out of context, but you could sit and see where a guy that great, only playing 4 times a year in the majors, might feel a little lonely playing just on the live tour.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens and all that. I mean, I know obviously Jaime Diaz very well, who put that story out. Then also I saw the denials from Greg and Jon Rahm, those guys. So we'll see what happens. I'm actually going to be tomorrow on Thursday. We're having a Web Golf press conference and media day in Dallas because the Web Golf Team Championships taking place at Merido Golf Course in September. And so I'm going to be there tomorrow with Bryce DeChambeau, your U.S. Open champion, and a YouTube star with Donald Trump and John Daly. And then David Feherty will be there. So I'll have more information after I go to the Web Golf press conference tomorrow, kind of where everything stands on that. Sure, Norman will be there and the like.
Were you able to go to that PGA merchandise show in Frisco a few weeks ago?
Miss Kara was there. I did not make that this year. I had to go to. I was at Pebble Beach that weekend. So
that's terrible.
Did not make it this year, but and Miss Kara was there, and so. But yeah, I'll be interested to see what these guys have to say about Web Golf tomorrow. Only going to be 101 degrees on the golf course, so that should be interesting to say the least. That's why hard to do media days in Texas in August. I'd rather be in Brainerd, Minnesota, Craig, to be honest with you, but you don't always get to control your schedule all the time.
No, it's we've had a beautiful summer here in southeast Wisconsin. It's we had a few we had actually 2 tornadoes in one night do a crisscross in the middle of Lake Geneva. That was quite exciting.
Wow.
And we said whoever was out fishing that night just had a bad night. Yeah, within an hour, two tornadoes put an X on the map. Little ones, but they knocked down some trees. But yeah, the World of Golf, they're playing for a little money. $25 million going to be handed out next week to somebody. You know, hope Scotty gets it. He's had sort of a tough year. He needs a new truck, you know.
Which, Randy, didn't you tell me you went to a web golf tournament up there in Wisconsin or somewhere? Or
Yeah, I
where
went to
they?
a live golf tournament in Illinois the first
Oh
year they
yeah.
were
Well, I thought you told me that.
yeah, went out. They had it at Rich Harvest Farms, and Jerry Rich
Yeah,
had
yeah,
that tournament for 2 years. It was really interesting. They first 2 days of the tournament, they didn't have anybody there. I mean, literally zero. And then the weekend, it exploded because Chicago is so desperate to have golf. It's interesting. This year, Live is coming back. They're going to be here soon. I don't know if it's this week or next week, but they're going to be at a basically a public course that is in the southwest side of Chicago. So it'll be interesting to see how the crowds turn out for that. But
Yeah, same thing here at Marydoe in Dallas, owned by an individual, Albert Huddleston, and kind of same deal as his course and his way. And I'm sure he'll put on a great show. But I was at the Web Golf tournament in Houston, early June. Very surprised how many people were there. Really big crowds when the days I was there. You know, early June in Houston is not exactly the best weather you can find, but really very impressive how many people turned out for the Web Golf in Houston tournament.
yeah, and what was interesting about that is that it's not like Houston is starved for golf by that time, that tournament.
Right,
You know? I mean,
right. And early June, in Houston, it could be a 100% humidity for sure.
yeah, there's no question about it. Have good friends that live down there, and it's warm. I mean, I'll tell you, I'm good up in Wisconsin. Our 82
Yeah,
degrees every day is
yeah.
we're
Well,
all
that's
good.
what it's like in Brainerd. Every day starts out at 61, goes to 82. Not bad.
How far is that from Minneapolis?
About 2 hours, 15 minutes.
You should
Two
go get
hours,
you should
kind
get
of
a walleye
northeast.
rod and get it. You know, you got some of the best walleye fishing in the world up there.
I had some fried walleye on my plate while I was here. Had a
Oh,
little walleye fish and chips. Nothing wrong with that.
yeah. Well, it is spectacular. Well, Art, we're real happy to be starting the where we play golf eco style. It's going to be a significant time in our life going forward. We have invites all over the world, which we're going to have to get our calendars together. We've had for the past 10 years great destinations, literally going from anywhere on cruise ships down to see Antarctica, all the way up to see
Oh,
the
wow.
North Pole. We have one of the cruise ship partners coming back from Greenland right now. Strangely, Greenland is coming onto the
Yeah, sure.
forecast. One of our, but
I was in
mainly what people,
Iceland this summer. Yeah,
yeah, we
absolutely.
just want to have go out and celebrate life and all the good things in life. And you certainly bring that to everybody, bring joy. And hopefully every week at Wednesday, we can have Art talking about the art of golf travel, where he's going, all the trips that are upcoming, and giving us a report of where he's at, because he's one of the best. We always enjoy it, Art. It's just great.
Well,
So
thank you. Yeah, well, like I said, always go to www.theartofgolftravel.com. A lot of details are on there. Have and like I said, I'll have something up there on my visit to Brainerd and Cragen's Resort. So yeah, come with us, Randy. We're going to the Masters next year. You know that we've got a lot of good trips coming up. So happy to have you.
how many spots do you have available on that Masters trip? Because I actually ran into 4 guys that are very interested this week in going on that. How many spots do you have right now?
I've got I blocked out, let's see here. I think we have either we have 4 left or 5 left. I can't remember which, but we've already got a couple blocked out, but yeah, we've got spots for foursome. And like I told you, we rent a house in Augusta. I get tickets from people who are in Augusta. So happy to have you guys. That'd be fun.
No, that'd be great. We're looking forward to it. We're finally at a place where we're gonna go enjoy life and have some fun. And you can find out about the Art of Golf Travel is also up on liveecostyle.com. And Arts has a whole page there.
Yeah,
If you go to the Art of Golf Travel, he's there. If you go to our other big website, the distillerychannel.com, there's a whole media spread on
yeah.
Art and all his travels and all of our media features there. And to find our shows, we have now our own television platform that is called excitedmindsmediatv.com. And it goes and it feeds into all the countries in the world, and also up on Roku and Amazon Fire. So we've got all
Yeah.
the coverage in the world that you might need, and our own network. If you haven't seen excitedmindsmediatv.com, go to that, everybody, because our eco-minded features, we now have a whole arena of global eco travel, live eco style, and destinations of communities around the world, and that's going to be expanding. So anyway, Art, really appreciate being with us today.
Hey,
Yeah.
I gotta get back to the good life at Cragen's. I'll have to talk to you later on.
Well, we'll look forward to it next Wednesday if you have time.
All right, talk to you, everybody.
Love you, bud. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Well, that is Art Strickland with the Art of Golf. And Art has been our associate for a long time, but wanted to share with you the Live Eco Style website, which is really, really a great place for you to go and find out a lot about all the good things in life, which we talk about in terms of golf, dining, sipping, travel, health, recreation, and even spas. We like to throw in some get some really great deep relaxation when it comes to being on the road. We do focus on now our eco certification program that we have launched, where destinations can sit and become, through our global eco traveling, eco certification plus media platform, they can be eco certified. So for now, and thank you, Art, for spending some time from Minnesota, coming from the great Midwest, but Art's just a great guy. And we look forward to talking to Art next week at the same time. So this is Randy Weckerly saying, play well, be healthy, and have a great week. Bye-bye.